CrossFit Open 25.2 is 22.3. Now that we know what it is, I'd like to help you get through this workout efficiently and successfully. In this video, I'm going to talk about my first thoughts and initial reactions, workout analysis and key considerations, strategy for different kinds of athletes, warm-up and priming for peak performance, how to crush it on game day, redo this workout or one and done, and my final thoughts and next steps.
Looking to boost your performance? Whether I'm training, in the sauna, or just living life, staying hydrated is key. But water alone isn't enough. That's why I use Element. 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, 60 milligrams of magnesium, no sugar, no junk, just what your body needs to perform, recover, and feel its best. It keeps me cramp-free, sharp, and ready for what's next. Want to try it? Grab a free sample pack with your first order at drinkelement.com/Jason Grubb. That's DRINKLMNT.com/Jason Grubb. Hydrate smarter, perform better.
All right, here's the workout. For time, we've got 21 pull-ups, 42 double unders, 21 thrusters at the first weight. It's the lightest weight. Then we've got 18 chest-to-bar pull-ups, 36 double unders, and 18 thrusters at a slightly heavier weight. In the last round, 15 bar muscle-ups, 30 double unders, 15 heavy thrusters. This workout is all about skill under fatigue. The skill gets harder, the weight gets harder, the fatigue increases. If you pace this just right, you'll have something left for that final round and you'll need it. My first thoughts and initial reactions, the volume in this workout builds fast. The thrusters get really heavy at the end. And if you're not great at bar muscle-ups, or if you are great at bar muscle-ups, these will be some of the hardest bar muscle-ups you'll do, given all the work it takes to get to this third round. I think this is a core, lungs, and tricep workout. It's a leg workout to a certain extent with all of the thrusters. The overall fatigue is what will end up catching you. But specifically, core is going to get taxed, triceps are going to be on fire, and legs, of course, from all those thrusters. What stands out to me? The round of 18 is absolutely key. You've got to control your pace in that second round so that you have something to go into that last round. If you're too fatigued going into bar muscle-ups, you will bleed minutes off the clock. Managing shoulder fatigue and leg fatigue will be crucial. I'll get to that. Double unders are the rest in this workout. If you're ever looking for where you can calm that heart rate down, double unders, of all places, is where it is on this workout. They're easy, but often when you miss a rep, it'll spike your heart rate. So even if you miss that rep, stay calm, recompose, and continue on those double unders. The biggest challenge in this workout is this: managing overall fatigue while staying aggressive. What I mean is it's that careful dance between going too fast and overpacing and going too slow. Workout analysis and key considerations. We've got pull-ups, chest to bar pull-ups, and bar muscle-ups. This is straight up gymnastic stamina, grip endurance, core strength and stamina, and pulling strength. We've got double unders, where we have aerobic capacity, rhythm, and staying calm under fatigue, and a little bit of jumping or calf endurance. And we have thrusters. Requires leg endurance, barbell cycling efficiency, finding the right rhythm while you're doing these thrusters, and a plan for how you're going to breathe on thrusters. 1 breath, 2 breath, rapid breathing. Think about that as you get into these thrusters. Who will excel in this workout? Elite gymnastics athletes. If you can stay unbroken or keep those breaks really short, you're golden. Efficient barbell movers. If you cycle thrusters well and you've got a great rhythm to that, you'll make up a ton of time. Those with a game plan. Without a game plan, that final barbell absolutely wrecks you. And this workout is full of landmines, so here are some common pitfalls to avoid. Going unbroken too early on gymnastics. Those bar muscle-ups with extreme fatigue are waiting for you towards the latter part of this workout. Pushing thrusters too fast is a huge pitfall. Controlled breathing, controlled pacing is key for 99.9% of us. And missed double unders. Those will take up time, so stay relaxed on those double unders. A trip up can cost you a lot of time. Let's talk about strategy for different athletes. For elite athletes, semifinals and above. Fast transitions, minimal chalk breaks. You're gonna go from the pull-up bar directly to the double unders, pick them up and go. Directly to the thrusters, pick it up and go. You're not running from station to station, but you're moving with a purpose. You're not taking a lot of breaks. You're just like a machine, getting to it, do the work, next. Move to the next piece, do the work. You may have a breakup strategy, but when you get to a station or a section, you're just getting the work done. Elite athletes will be unbroken until the bar muscle-ups. There's lots of arguments for having a breakup strategy early, but the best of the best will go unbroken. And I'll just say this now, I'm probably not going unbroken. Having looked at what I did in 2022, I broke up the first round into 2 sets. I am fitter now than I was then, but I don't think that I can go all the way to that aggressiveness as being completely unbroken in the first 2 rounds. That is not my plan. I'll have a quick break strategy as I work my way through this. But the best of the best will be unbroken, and it'll be fun to watch them do that. For elite athletes on the thrusters, probably not breaking up until you get to that last round, and then maybe 9-6, 10-5, something like that. For RX athletes, for pull-ups and chest to bars, break early to stay fresh, maybe something like 12-9 on the first round, 7-6-5 on the next round. That's what I did the first time I did this in 2022. Take a nice deep breath before you start those double unders to calm things down, get a little extra oxygen into your system. For thrusters, stick to a game plan. If you have a breakup strategy, use that breakup strategy. Stick to the plan. Don't deviate when you've got no oxygen running through your system. And on bar muscle ups, this will be incredibly challenging. Keep those sets small. Even fast singles are not the worst idea as you chip your way through these. And for those that are newer to the sport, this is a fun workout. This may be a chance for you to get your first bar muscle up. So for a lot of you, it might be just being smart in a breakup strategy to get to that bar muscle up as fresh as you can. Even if it takes you 9 or 10 minutes to get to that bar muscle up and then you get an attempt at maybe your first bar muscle up, or you try to get as many bar muscle ups as you can towards the end. If you get through those and you get to double unders and thrusters, you're just trying to beat the clock. But it's great to give it a go, give it a shot, and maybe even set a personal PR or do something brand new for the first time, like a bar muscle up. There's nothing like the open to achieve big things like that. To warm up and prime for peak performance, you want to have a decent heart rate prior to getting into this workout. On workouts like this, where I've got a lot of pushing and pulling, I like to do some running or biking or even the echo bike to get myself fairly sweaty, maybe 5 minutes on one of those machines just to get the whole body going. Then I work on my shoulders and my hips to make sure they're open, as well as your calves and ankles for the double unders and all of those thrusters. And then I recommend some movement prep, pull-ups, some chest to bar muscle-ups, thrusters at all 3 weights, and maybe a round or 2, maybe a couple of pull-ups, couple of thrusters, couple of chest to bar, couple of heavy thrusters, couple of bar muscle-ups, couple of heaviest thrusters. Reset, 3, 2, 1, go. How to crush it on game day. You're gonna wanna listen. Be smart with your gymnastics breaks. I was a multiple-time CrossFit Games Masters champion in 2022 when I completed this workout, and I broke up every set of everything except for double unders. So think about how you need to break this up so you can be as fresh as possible getting to that last round with the highest level of gymnastic skill and the heaviest barbell. My breaks in 2022, on the pull-ups and thrusters in the round of 21, I went 12-9. On the round of 18, I went 7-6-5 on chest bar and thrusters. And on the round of 15, I went 6-5-4 on the bar muscle ups and the thrusters as well. And that got me a very competitive top 5 in the world score in 2022. And here's something I like to do in preparation for competition, like the CrossFit Open. I like to visualize my way through this workout a few times. I like to think about how I'm gonna break up those pull-ups, literally having a stopwatch in front of me and counting the reps in my head, visualizing my way specifically through this workout. My score in 2022 was 7 minutes and 13 seconds. And I imagine that I could visualize my way through that and probably be right around 7 minutes if I wasn't even looking at the clock. Visualization is one way to lock in your central nervous system, lock in a plan so that when the clock says 3, 2, 1, you just push the play button in your head and you just go on autopilot through this workout because you visualize it and you've practiced it so much in your head. Give that a go and just see how that goes. Trust me, it's an absolute game changer. Redo or one and done. We only do this once a year. Celebrate it. If you're not happy with how you performed the first time through, redo it. No big deal. Definitely redo it if you mismanaged your pacing. Or if you broke up too much. Maybe you had too much left in the tank when you finished this workout. You should redo it and just send it. Or maybe you died in the last round. You just went ham early on, died at the end, managed pacing better on your second attempt. If you made avoidable mistakes, maybe you trip a half a dozen times on double unders, but you're better than that, yeah, you might as well retest it and shave off a few seconds. If you feel significant improvement is possible, you should absolutely redo this workout. I don't think you should do it the next day, but if you do it Friday, you can redo it Monday, no problem. You've got nothing to lose by giving it another go. Do not redo it If you executed well, finished strong, and you just don't have any room for improvement. Do not do it if your shoulders and your core and your grip is absolutely shot. Maybe you tore up your hands on Friday. You don't have to redo it Monday. There's no need to go through pain. We do all of this because we love the sport. We don't do it because we are just absolute gluttons for awfulness. Okay, maybe some people do it because they're gluttons for awfulness, but really that's just not the whole spirit of what we're trying to do here. And remember, we have one more test next week. We can't end up absolutely sidelined because we retested this and we shouldn't have. We have another big test coming next week. My final thoughts and next steps. This one is all about pacing, smart gymnastics breaks, and pushing hard on that last barbell. When you get to that last set of thrusters, you're going to probably break at some point, and you're not going to want to pick up that barbell. Maybe you've got 4 or 5 left. Go before you think you should. Pick it up. Go. Worst case, you have to drop it a second time and do 1 or 2 more reps, but you probably won't. It's the end of a workout and you could probably do 1 or 2 more reps. Get it done. Go on that last round before you think you should if you take a break. Key takeaways, last reminders. Break up your gymnastics strategically. Double unders are free reps. Stay composed, stay calm. Thrusters, be controlled, be machine-like. And for the final 15 reps, push, get it done. Those are my thoughts. If you have questions, comments, feedback, or you've done the workout, post your scores in the comments below. I love connecting with you in the comments. We'll have another open breakdown next week. Tune in, be ready for it. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, click the bell if you'd like to be notified when every video drops. And as always, guys, your best days are ahead of you. Fortune favors the bold. See you next time.